my channel. I'm Kelsey. If you have not been subscribed to me, I just started my YouTube channel and I wanted to do a review of the Performance Refinery, the posture sling. So I saw this on Instagram not too long ago, and from what it looked like, everybody had like really good results from it. They're basically like resistance bands, but they go over your shoulder and down, like cross and then down underneath your foot. So that way it kind of brings your shoulders back. So when you get them, I think they were $130, which is, I think, pretty expensive, especially for resistance bands. I mean, I feel like it's not that, it wouldn't be that hard to find something like a knockoff, but anyway, they come with 2 sets of bands, and they come in this little bag, and then you also get these that you can put on your shoulders. I haven't used these yet. I don't feel like I don't really need them. They're not that hard, but they've got, I think, 2 or 3 different sizes. So I am 5'7.5", so I got the 5'5" and up, and then they've got level 1 and level 2 bands in here. So you obviously start out on the level 1. I don't think it's quite as much resistance, so it's not as strong, like as far as holding you in place, but the level 1 are the green ones, and then the level 2, at least in the height that I chose, is purple. So let's see how long they are. I think the length will probably be the same. Yeah, length is actually okay, yeah, so the purple ones, which is the level 2, are a little bit shorter, so I think definitely more resistance as far as this. And I need to look and see like when it's time to go up to the next level or whatever. But I videoed myself riding before without them and after with them, and I will say I do notice a huge difference, like riding. Like I feel definitely lighter and more upwards, but they are definitely a workout. And I struggle the most with keeping my shoulders back, hunching over and leaning forward. So that's something that I've always struggled, well, not always struggled with, but most recently in the past, like since I got back into riding about 2 years ago. When I lost about 20 pounds, I'm gonna say back in April of this past year, April to May, I lost a bunch of weight and started working out and got stronger. My core got stronger, my position got better. And that's when I ordered a custom saddle. And it ended up taking, there's a whole long story, I can go into it in a different video, but ended up not working out. So I was riding in a bunch of different saddles, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like my position got worse because I couldn't really like work. Like I felt like every time I was getting on, I was feeling different. Like the saddle was slipping back, it wasn't fitting the horse properly, but obviously there was nothing I could do because I was waiting for my custom saddle. It took 4 months. It actually came. I had to send it back. It didn't fit. Second one came. The tree was crooked. So it's been a long process, but in the process, I gained back probably about 10 pounds. So I'm hoping now that, you know, I can lose that weight back again, because I feel like when I gained the weight, you kind of get more like this. But I'm hoping these will help and these will work a little bit, reminding me to keep my shoulders back, because I don't like those shoulder back devices or whatever, the like the shoulders back light, or like the cheaper ones you can find off Amazon. I'm not a fan of those. They hurt, at least right here for me. I just need to, it's like a mental thing. You just constantly have to be like, oh, my shoulder's back. Like, oh, how's my position? Even when you're not riding, like when you're driving or when you're sitting on the couch or whatever. So hoping that these, coupled with some healthy life changes, will end up helping, but I'm just excited to get my equitation and my position back. A lot of that does stem from this types of saddles that I had been in and the ones that I'm finding now. At least if I have these, it's more of a reminder to keep your shoulders back, to keep yourself straight up. It's really hard to slouch with these. I will say that. It's like I didn't slouch at all while I was riding with them. And even so, on 10, you'll see in the video, I rode without them, and then I rode with them, and then I was done after that. And then Theo, I rode without them, rode with them, and then rode without them again. And it was definitely, I could feel a difference after I took them off compared to what I felt when I first started riding in that session before I put them on. And I will say too, if you're trying to work with no stirrups, it actually helps quite a bit. Like it feels, because I guess you like kind of have something other than your stirrups to balance on, or other than nothing to balance on. Doing it without stirrups actually felt better than not having stirrups, if that makes sense. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I'm gonna give these a big thumbs up. I think these are amazing. I think that they really, really made a difference in how I rode. I've tried them out a couple times now. First time I got video of it, but I really do think that they make a huge difference. And most importantly, I felt like my horses felt different while I was riding. Like I felt like I was less in their way. So I'm definitely going to be using these while I'm schooling. Obviously you can't use these in a show or anything like that, but at least while I'm at home schooling, I'm going to be using these on a regular basis. So whether I may not do my whole ride in them, but I feel like I'm going to start without them, put them on, and then take them off. I think that's kind of the best routine. Hi, baby. I think that's kind of the best routine, you know, as far as using them, but it is quite a shock when you put them on for the first time and try and use them. So just be aware that you're going to get winded pretty quickly. It does make you work. They make you work. So anywho, thank you for tuning into my channel and this review of the Performance Refinery resistance bands. I will put a link in the description bar of where you can go to find them, and then also just their website in general, so you can learn and read about them. Stay tuned for my next video. Like and subscribe, share it if you like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh my God, are you this lazy today? Really? He's like, yes, I'm so lazy. Just want like using my muscles. I feel like, I have to look back at the video, but I feel like my leg slides less. Overall, I feel much more up. Obviously, my biggest issue is slouching and hunching over, and this kind of helps keep your shoulders back, shoulders up, keep yourself upright to where I don't feel as if I'm so, you know, rounding my shoulders and constantly having to work really hard to keep my shoulders back. Because normally I feel a lot of